Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for June 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in June and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you are born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Scorpio, now onto your June 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have, Scorpio, is the Four of Rods, which is attending a wedding, throwing a wedding. You could be getting married. It could be about your marriage. This could also be attending some kind of celebration or a party. It can also mean success could come to you in springtime. Some of you are attending a wedding and going through the motions and have trepidation, and you don't really want to go through it or go to it, but you will be doing it. And I hope you're not getting married and you don't really want to, because you could go through something you're not really sure about. But for some of you, it's attending a wedding or some kind of gathering that you're like, no, I don't really feel into it. I don't really feel like going, but I feel like you're going to go anyway. There could be a lot of gossip going on right now. You could be doing it yourself. You could be hearing it. It could be swirling around you. This could be at the celebration or wedding, but it could be anywhere. I get like gossip is going around you really strongly in June. You may want to confess something, that there was something you said or did wrong, or you made some kind of slip up or mistake, and you may feel like you want to confess to that. If you are engaged and you make the decision you don't want to get married, you could be making that comment like, you know what, I want to call off the engagement. I don't really think I'm ready to get married. So you could do something dramatic like that. For some of you, a new romance could be blossoming, and it could result in an engagement of marriage. But I feel like that wouldn't happen fully until next year, but the relationship could start now. Some of you are going to be a bridesmaid or a groomsman in a relative's wedding. It could be a cousin to you. I feel like your social calendar is very, very busy. You may have a lot of people inviting you to many different things. You could have even up to 14 invitations of parties, gatherings, weddings, celebrations, engagement parties, baby showers, this, that, and the other that you get invited to in the month of June. Some of them could be work-related events also. It doesn't all have to be of a social nature. Some of you could really be going through a process of like getting massages, facials, skin treatments, hair getting done, dresses or suits getting fitted, because you want to look your best for a wedding you're attending, a wedding that you're in. It could be your own wedding, could be somebody else's. Somebody could be getting married because they are pregnant. So a wedding that you're in or attending or throwing, it could be due to that. Now, the next card in your reading is the Hierophant or Hierophant. This is either a high priest or high pope or God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could also indicate higher education and higher learning. You could be the student, you could be the teacher. This card could also indicate religion of some sort, something religious happening. There's something that is being governed by law, and you want to take it very seriously. And when I say law, this could be like religious law, like a religious, law's not the right word, but mandate, what do you call it? Tome, like a religious, I'm sticking with the word law, but that's not the right, that you may want to follow, abide by. You may be very concerned this month about things going just right, things happening correctly could be strong for you. Anything that you could be making changes and adjustments to anything that doesn't live up to a religious code or a town code or a building code or anything that has to follow rules, laws, regulations, codes. You may be like, I want to follow the letter of the law. I don't want this coming back and biting me in the butt. So I'm going to get this permit, or I'm going to get this kind of approval, or I'm going to make changes to this or that so that they are, like there can't be any disputes or challenges to something that you run. It could be about a business you run, or something that you want to build, or something you want to do at your property or home, or at a business that you own. You may be like, well, this has to be brought up to code. But like I said, for some of you, it could even be a religious code that you feel like you want to follow. And I feel like if there is something like that, you're going to have the directions of what you need to do. I don't feel it's going to be like you going, I don't really know what to do here. I don't know. There'll be steps to follow. It'll be written down somewhere. You're going to be able to follow it. Some of you may feel like you want to go back to school and get some kind of additional education or training. I don't feel like the training will start now. That may not start until after August, or like in late August or in September, but you may be making the decisions to get that set up now. So the next card in your reading, actually before I start your next card, I just want to say here, if you want to get any of the 3 latest video series I've recorded for my Vimeo on-demand videos, you can get those links by clicking down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. And those 3 video series are my psychic crystal readings for June of 2024. For each sign of the zodiac, they're a continuation and an expansion of the psychic tarot readings I do here on YouTube and on Rumble. Also, by request, I recorded 2024 financial psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those predictions, I recorded them in April of 2024. Some of the predictions, actually, they are mentioning months even that have passed in 2024, but they go out until the end of this year or the very beginning of the new year of 2025. You may want to get your rising sign and your sun sign in these video series. Also, what's lucky and new for you in 2024? I do them every year. If you want to see what 2024 is lucky and new for you, you may want to check those out. Again, I recommend if you can get your sun sign and your rising sign, it's going to help you the most. But if you just want to get one video, go by what resonates with you on YouTube. And remember, when you buy these videos on Vimeo that I record, you help support this channel. I don't sponsor other people's products on this channel. I support my own work. So thank you so much for all of your purchases of my Vimeo videos. So now on to card number 3, you have the 5 of Rods, which is a struggle. This could be an internal struggle going on inside of you. It could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, socially, any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. There is some kind of argument that's going to break out, and somebody is going to be arguing about or fighting about something they don't want to do. Now, I go back to the 4 of Rods card. If you have trepidation about attending a wedding or a party, this could be an argument about that, where you're like, I don't really want to go, and then other people are going to be mad at you and tell you, no, you should go, you have to go. Or if you are saying you're engaged and you don't want to get married and you're backing out of it, there could be people that are going to get mad and argue with you about that. So for some of you, it's going to be about that. There could be arguments and discussions about people feeling like somebody feels like their time and energy and money is got wasted. And they're mad about it. Like, this wasted my time, my money, and my energy. So that could be, again, for the very reasons I just already said. There could be arguments at your place of work where you are finding that people are doing and saying things just to provoke each other. That may be directed at you or not. And it could just be around you. You could be witnessing it. This could be especially true for people that have very strong feelings about battles and wars that are happening in other countries. And, you know, people could be arguing their views about these different wars. And it could be spilling over into the workplace. But it can also happen socially, where any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to, people could be getting into arguments and battles about that, but it could be happening at your job. So for some of you, this is battles and arguments and people having disagreements. Again, you could be witnessing it or you could be part of it. It will be different for all of you Scorpios about how that happens. You may feel like people are picking fights with you, or a particular person could be picking fights with you. You may be feeling a little bit victimized in June. I don't know that there's ever really like an official stop to it. It just feels like whatever this brouhaha is about, it just fizzles out, but it's not like, I don't feel like there's a resolution, like, okay, yes or no, or this is good or this is bad, or this is done, this argument is done forever, it's over with now, close the door on it. I don't feel like that. I feel it just peters itself out, it just fizzles out, and it doesn't mean that it is solved. I just want to be honest with you here about that. So here you have 10 of Rods next. This is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. But those 10 rods of burden can be knowledge and experience you've gained that are going to help you as you move on to new and better horizons. You could also feel like maybe overburdened in the month of June. You could feel like you have a lot of burdens or responsibilities. This card came up a lot in the 12 signs for June. There's a couple cards that kept being repeated. This is one of them. I do feel like there's some element of you saying, I'm not going to put up with this crap. I'm taking my ball and going home. Like a kid says, I'm taking my ball and going home. You may feel like that. Like, I'm not putting up with this. I'm leaving. I'm going elsewhere. You may also feel this way about work. Like, if you don't appreciate my thoughts and ideas and my work, I'm going to go elsewhere. So you could actually quit a job, or be telling your bosses you will be quitting, or you may just be thinking it and not expressing it outwardly, but making the plan that you're not going to put up with something anymore, you're going to quit. You may feel like where you work, or in a family situation, or a club group or organization you belong to, there's too many opinions and beliefs and ideas that are going on in whatever environment this is happening in, that you don't subscribe to, that you don't believe in. So it could be happening at a church. You did have the Hierophant here. It could be happening in a religion. It could be happening in a church. It could be happening in a club group or organization. It could be in a family unit or situation, or at work, at a job you have. You may be very focused on, you know what, I want to do things that sit right with me. I want to do things here on out that make me happy. You could really start actively pursuing looking for another job, looking for another place to live, looking for a new relationship, looking for a new religion, or looking for a new club group or organization to join. Like, I feel like you're actively going to look in June. I do feel if you look for a new job, I do feel that somebody, like, you find something fairly quickly and somebody hires you. So if you do decide to quit, I feel like it could happen to you within 2 months or less that you get a new job elsewhere. Some of you could have to vacate a building. Maybe you rent a space for, or a company you work for rents a space, or if you own your own business, you could rent this space, or you could be living there, and now the building is deciding to change. The people that own the building are like, okay, we're not going to run this building the way this is anymore. We're selling it, or we're revamping it, or we're changing it, and it is going to become a building that houses this and does that, and you may need to leave it, or the company you work for may need to leave that building and move, or you may need to leave that building and move, or whether you live there or rent it. So you got to think about that. So your last card in this reading, Scorpio, is the High Priestess. You could be the High Priestess. This could be you being very psychic and intuitive. The High Priestess could be a high spirit guide showing up here in your reading today to give you important messages. This could also, High Priestess shows up sometimes when something is secret or hidden. So you could be hiding something secret and keeping it hidden, or somebody else could be in relation to you. I hear, I am going to do things according to the law. I am not going to be like forced into this or that. I go back to the Hierophant card. If you feel like anything was violated for you, you may decide you want to take legal action. So you could be talking to a lawyer. You could also be filing some kind of lawsuit or something at someone. It could be at your place where you work. It could be at some club group, organization, church, whatever that you belong to. You don't want to be the scapegoat, and you definitely do not want to get taken advantage of. You may really be learning the process of what you need to go through, especially if you want to file a lawsuit or go through any legalities of any kind, or if there's anything that you need to set right, which I think that came up in your reading somewhere here. This could be a month where you could make some waves with what you're saying or doing. People may not like your beliefs or opinions. They could come up and say to you, your thoughts and opinions and beliefs don't matter, and they do. So you could be irritated by that. This could be coming to you from family members or clubs, groups, organizations, socially. It could be coming anywhere. You're paying a lot of attention to structure and rules, laws, regulations, structures, and where different things, thoughts, opinions, beliefs, agendas, rules, where they are coming from, the source where they're originating. You could be looking into those things this month. I feel like you're going to have a lot on your plate. There's a lot of things that you're going to want to research, look into, investigate in a variety of areas of your life in June that are going to keep you very busy. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you to work with, use, or wear in the month of June, also Sagittarius got it as well. You have Lapis, which is a stone that encourages self-awareness and also to speak your truth. Lapis reveals inner truth and it stimulates objectivity and clarity. And Lapis can encourage creativity. It inspires confidence, and Lapis provides qualities of honesty, compassion, and morality. It's going to help you be very clear, not only with what you're saying and speaking to others, but it's also a gemstone that's going to help you have a lot of clarity in your mind and of your emotions. It's going to help you come across very clear and authoritative if you have to give any kind of speeches, talks, important talks, teaches, lectures, presentations, anything like that. It's going to help you get a better grasp of other people's perspectives on different situations that arise in June, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to agree with their perspectives, but it's going to help you be able to see other people's sides of stories. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, you can get any of those that are linked down below in the description box, in the Show More section under this video, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. As I said in the video, my two most recently recorded video series are my 2024 Financial Psychic Tarot readings, and for each sign of the zodiac. Those predictions go from April of 2024 until the beginning of the new year of January 2025. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2024 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings. That's a series I do every year. They're usually very popular because people do want to see what's going to be lucky and or new for them in the new year, so you might want to check that out. Also, there's other video series linked down below. There's my New Year's readings, Psychic Tarot readings for the New Year, Psychic Crystal readings for the New Year, the big love readings for this year of 2024, the eclipse readings, my solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings are available. You're still being affected by that eclipse from April 8th for 6 months out and maybe even up to a year. And the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. Those eclipses, that one you're also still being affected by for 6 months, maybe even up to a year. So you may want to check those eclipse videos out. So I won't go through all of them. You can see what I have available. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see in a video, where I write the predictions down that I get from using tarot or oracle cards, and I post them to my social media pages. So you can follow me at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at The Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can also follow me on Rumble. My videos also go on Rumble, and my Rumble channel name is The Lucky Mermaid LLC. That's all one word together. And you can also find my posts on the YouTube community pages as well. So I hope you'll check them out. Many people find the predictions resonate with them, and hopefully you find they resonate with you too. So I hope all of the signs, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful and amazing month of June 2024. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.